Alright, looks like we are up, we are live, and let me go to the game real quick for some Minecraft. Here we go. Fantastic. And click on the game so I can actually do stuff. Okay. Oh wow, I'm like close to death. Well, that's right, because I went down to this bedrock. That's right. I remember where I'm at now. I'm in this cavern. I dug like straight down.
I forgot about that.
What'd you forget about?
I forgot about you going to the bedrock.
Yeah, I went straight down.
I can't believe I forgot about that.
Alright. Well, now I'm working on digging myself like a stepping way out, so that we like just jump up, step up, and we can get the heck out of here. I guess because we're trying to get some more what was that I know it.
Amethyst.
Amethyst. Thank you. I'm like, my brain's like, what's this stone gem thing called that we're looking for? I haven't a clue.
Actually, if you don't mind, I need your help to find a place to put down a good little farm because I'm gonna start making arrows.
There.
I was like, I just need a good place to put a big pen where I can start mass producing chickens, so I can start killing them and basically collecting feathers.
Oh, that's right. I got this thing right here where I found some inventory. Look on that.
I haven't been back to the Nether in a minute,
cool.
so I'll probably do some farming in the Nether. Probably some
Nether farming.
Let's just say I'm gonna get some of that. I gotta get. See, for me to make the Netherite armor, it takes 4 scraps to make 1 ingot, and you have to do a crap ton of digging, and you burn through material like you wouldn't believe.
Even with the update, it's still pretty low.
No, that's the way the Netherite has always worked. It's 4 scrap, 4 ancient debris. You dig it up, then you take it to a furnace. You spit it in there. You burn it down to where it turns to ancient scrap, and then you take that. Then you get that. Then you go over to a crafting box with gold ingots. You put that in there, and then it gives you the ingot. And it takes 4 of them to make 1. Trust me, it took me a minute to understand the math of it as myself.
So basically just you need 2 different materials to make the netherite stuff.
Well, see, here's the other thing. You also gotta have diamond because that's literally what netherite is. It's just a skin over diamond.
Diamond skin.
Yeah, because see, here's the thing about netherite that's so cool. This stuff you can throw it into a lava in any form, and it's gonna float. Because it's literally just like, you can't burn me. Like I even watched creepers try to blow this stuff up, and it survived the creeper and blow up.
I'm getting some deep slate right now because there's a bunch right in this spot, and I'm like, why not? Because I want to use a deep slate. In my other game, I made a tower.
Oh, really?
Of like deep slate. Now it was in creative mode, but I took like the. I think it's the soul soil, I think, from the Nether, and lit it on fire because it burns blue.
That's right. That's soul stuff is the blue. Yeah, that's right.
And then like the other tower, I made like a dark tower with the deep slate. Then I made a white tower with the diorite. And I put netherrack on top and lit that on fire. So I have a white tower with orange fire and a dark tower with blue fire.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Try that out.
I have it on creative mode, so it's like, okay, we can do a bit more on it.
Yeah, pretty much. You can just do what you want. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
A buddy of mine that I used to run with, he recently got Minecraft, and he's been pestering me to like let him join the world. I'm like, dude, you are not getting access to this world. I was like, my buddy, I put way too much time in this, and he's like, man, you gotta. He's like, you know more about this game than I do. He's like, can you at least give me some points? I said, pro tip number 1: use your imagination.
That's about it. I mean, just whatever you can imagine. Just look at what you have, what
Well,
you can
see,
do
the
with
thing
it,
is,
and
he's always been like a shooter guy, like Call of
oh yeah,
Duty and stuff like that. And
with the pew pews.
this is a downgrade for him. He don't have no clue as to where I've been playing this. Like I was playing this thing before it was cool, right
A
before
lot
most
of it.
people like just thought it was cool to play.
Oh, I think I've got some of that tough underneath it too.
Oh yeah, what is this? Is it just a decoration piece? Did we ever figure that out?
I think you looked into it. I think you were saying like it was.
I can't remember.
I think it can be used to make deep slate or something like that. I don't know.
Check the crafting
Full.
table
Hold
if
on.
you get a
Okay.
chance.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
also going to make you a crafting table so you can take one on the go.
Right.
Taking crafting tables on the go helps so much with inventory wise. Like if you run into massive coal veins, oh crap.
Boop. Digging my way out. Trying to find my way.
Oh boy. I'm at least glad you told me early on that if we had to do Discord call, I was like, crap, I don't have Discord on my system, on my tablet.
I'm surprised you got rid of it. We've done I know we've done the Discord thing before.
Was it just well, see, that's the thing. It took too much space on my system.
Oh yeah. It'll do
and
that. Freaking gold.
Yeah.
There's like one block of it, but oh, 2 blocks. Never mind. Hold on. Never mind.
And plus we never really did the Discord talking much. But I mean, like, if this is the way we gotta start communicating for a while, make sure this stuff works. I don't care one bit.
All right, so I need to
right before I sent you that text, SCP, he puts out a video on a Skinwalker hunt. Have you seen that before? Oh Jesus Christ!
I haven't. I mean, I know about Skinwalkers. I've seen stuff about those.
It's an early access. So if I were you, I would wait for someone like you that would likes it straight out the gate at full. I'll keep you up to date on it, but it's an early access right now.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm a little burnt out on early access stuff, or at least I'm a little tired of early access.
This is a good game. Like it's already got 2 full maps in.
Well, that's good.
It's already got. Yeah, like trust me, like see, unlike most of the early access things that's out there, like IGP and them, like he like this is like how his channel started with like horror games and stuff.
Getting close, nice.
And so trust me, like I ain't gonna ever I'm not ever gonna recommend you a game if I don't know much about it.
Horror games are popular. They're fun to watch people play and get scared. That's my problem playing horror games. I don't get scared playing them, so it's like it's almost pointless for me too.
I'll tell you right now, a horror game to me does not bother me.
There we go.
But you make me watch a horror movie, if I can't at least chat just a tad bit, I can't do it. It scares the daylights out of me. But see, here's the problem.
I'm almost out.
Like, what?
So I'm almost completely out. There we go. Now I'm up.
Alright. Here's my problem with horror. It's too simple for me. It's like, if I was still the little kid that I used to be terrified of horror, I could honestly tell you, if I hadn't exposed myself to some of the horrors as I have, I would still be legitimately terrified of most horror things nowadays. Nowadays, I can just look at a movie and I go, oh yeah, this is supposed to, and like the movie. Okay, I'll give you a prime example of one that caught me off guard was the movie Don't Breathe. I was like, what the heck's this about? How's this supposed to be scary? And then I started watching them. Then I watched like a couple of like the trailers, and I'm like, okay, so like the old dude here is blind, and he's like, okay, so he's basically like a bat. You make a sound, he uses echo to hunt you down. Like, how's that scary? Like,
well, it's the idea that
I took the movie apart in 2 seconds as soon as I discovered it.
It's the idea that he's also kind of a crazy killer person. Like they thought that Robinson just playing an old guy.
That's the wrong way, I think. In the movie he proves he's insane because because like some guys kidnap his granddaughter or something like that, and one of them is steps into his trap he made, and
here we
he comes up from behind, and And next thing you know, his buddy finds him. He's telling him to breathe, and he has glue over his mouth and nose, and he cannot breathe.
Stairs
But
are so jarring.
Huh?
Have you noticed like the going up actual stairs? It's like it's not really like a smooth going up. It's like a shaky going up, like.
Like in front of the stairs up in front of the house.
Or even down to the mine. Either one. I don't know why. It's like...
I've not really paid much attention per se.
Okay, that's fine. I was curious if you noticed. Okay.
But I mean, but now that you said it, trust me. Next time I see the stairs, I'll see it.
All right. Have I made any brick or tile yet, or no? I can't remember.
I've made some brick because I kind of want to make a better. I kind of want to just not make a better house, but I want to make it like out of brick and stuff.
Okay. I mean, I'm doing like deep slate brick.
It's in my chest.
So.
And the chest that has the sign above it, my name with my gear under it. There'll be like 20 or 30 bricks in there.
Is there a fast? Probably not. Probably not a shortcut to this.
To make brick.
Well, I'm just using this.
I'm
using the block cutter. The stone cutter table. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I was gonna say, if you want to make brick, if you want me to make brick, I have to. I'm basically gonna need some efficiency. I'm gonna basically need a ton of experience because it'll be faster if I have efficiency on a couple of shovels and able to breathe underwater because you can only use clay.
The deep slate bricks. There we go.
I can't wait to see some of this stuff. See, but here's the thing: we're not gonna go crazy with like a big house for right now because we both know this update's not completed yet. This is only the first half. Probably for us, they're gonna end up the second half will probably end up causing like. I will be honest here. It was when they dropped the other half of this update, and it literally caused us to have to make an entirely new world. Oh, I'm gonna lose it.
Drop some coal in. There we go. And
let me throw this crafting table down. Put that there. Excellent, excellent. Put that right there. Put you right here.
Put deep slate brick. Just andesite. Cool. I'll polish that off, and we'll. Because it's kind of a really cool looking structure where I have like, I did the deep slate blocks.
I'm making my way back to the house.
And I did like I did walls as deep slate blocks, and I did like polished andesite and use that for the floor. So you basically have these like black walls and this like dark gray floor, and it's really cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's really neat. All right, what am I doing? I have no idea what I'm doing. Hold on. Let's go ahead and.
Let me tell you a couple of pointers from my trip to see some family. So like the day we get up there, well, at least that evening, I tell my mom, I tell her and her brother, go in and I'll get everything, and I'll basically go ahead and just bring everything we brought down in. So, I get everything. I set everything in her room. I take her most of the important. I take her more important stuff to my room because I don't trust my mom with electronics. I never will. And
sorry, Cody's mom. You can't handle electronics. No.
Oh, I tell her that all the time. I said you'll never handle electronics on a trip. I said it will always be me because it's that bad. So I noticed my new TV. I noticed the TV in my room. I'm like, new TV. So I go greet my aunt. She tells me that the TV is not fully set up in my bedroom. I'm like, okay. I was like, is it a streaming TV? Is it a cable TV? She said, it's a streaming TV. I was like, okay. I was like, I can work with that. I can chill right with that. Real good. But she told me it's not set up. I'm like, okay. She said my uncle's tried and he couldn't do it. I walk in there. I pull it up. I love my uncle to death, but he gets frustrated way too easy with simple things. And guess what the first thing it wanted was?
What's that?
Their Wi-Fi. That was it.
Really?
I put the Wi-Fi in, boom, it was done. All I just had like, is this a cable? I had to answer a couple questions like, is this a cable or streaming? I was like, streaming only. They said, put in password, put in this like emails. I ran and grabbed my aunt. I told her, I was like, I need your
Chicken.
help here. As soon as she sat down on my bed and I started telling her what it needed and stuff, she's like, how did you get this? I was like, all it needed really was the Wi-Fi. I said, that's all it needed.
Hold on, I gotta sneeze real quick. Maybe. Hold on. Yeah, it's coming. There we go. Sorry. But it was,
crap,
I was like,
alright,
even
I'll
I know how to do that. Like we just set up. Well,
Well, see,
okay,
the
so
thing is, he couldn't type. He kept putting it in, but it wouldn't accept it for some reason.
it's weird. See, because like I've
Yeah.
I like we had to like, well, just like tonight I had to set up a the smart TV in our bedroom because the previous one the backlighting went out, and so I called like got a hold of Vizio, and they sent me a new one, but I had to send the old one back. So I just got the new one set up. I had to put in the Wi-Fi password, which I know by heart now. Cause I've put it in so
Yeah.
many times. It's kind of like a cool combination of like actual words and then numbers between them. So that I'm like I know it by
Yeah.
heart. But it's like even I know, okay, put in the Wi-Fi password, make sure it's correct. You know,
Mhm.
oh, there's iron in this furnace. Hold on.
Oh, because I to save time, I use Silk Touch to pick up iron, and then I'll basically like bring the ore of it home, set it around, and just chop it up and just throw it into the chest. Cause I'm getting ready to go into the
Okay.
Nether and start grinding in there, and I'm going to need a crap ton of iron.
Sorry, I'll throw it in the iron chest. The
Okay.
chest of iron. The iron chest. I don't know. There we go. There we go. What? That's 15. That's a random 59 among the 64s. What the hell? Who's doing this?
Because that's because I actually end up having to. That's because I end up enchanting some of my armor.
Yeah, you're cool. Do I even have armor? What the hell? Okay.
I don't know. Does your little character have like a little suit on him?
No, I just looked. It doesn't. So.
Okay, then you don't have armor.
Well, obviously. I was.
Well, and also there's another easy way to. If you look down by your health,
Hold on.
right
Boop,
above the hearts
boop,
will be a little
boop,
suit.
Boop. There we go. Oh hell. Oh, I can make a compass. What do I need for that? Oh, because I have redstone. Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Should probably make a compass.
Wait, you've never had a compass this entire time?
I've not this like other than you've always made the compasses. I've never had to make one before. So like you've always made
Oh.
you've always been like, here's a compass. So I'm like, okay.
Oh yeah, because
Shears
I
you
always
can
make stuff you never would use any of the stuff I already made. Put my work in, and you don't
make a
appreciate it.
shield real quick too, so I can have it. There we
Oh,
go.
go ahead.
I already had the materials, so I didn't really need anything
That's what
else.
I'm saying. Going ahead.
Remember how like the shield was like clipping through your body the one time?
Oh, good God.
That was great.
I
That-
wish you would have recorded some of this stuff so I could see some of it.
We're streaming it now, so it's cool. But
That's what I'm saying. I'm good.
There we
Now
go.
I get to see from your point of view. I
Alright.
get to see it.
now
I never.
now my character is Han.
I'm almost.
My character's Han Solo with armor and a shield. So you can't.
Oh crap! I'm so glad you said that to me.
Why? Your character
Oh,
packs?
I was already on YouTube. I forgot about that. Library,
Where's on YouTube?
history.
Why are you already on YouTube? No, I'm just kidding. Why? I don't know. I don't care. It's all good. Oh, that's right. I need to eat. That's why. That's really why I went in there. Nope. That's right. Dang it. Eat. In front of the door, and I'm like, just open the door and not eating.
Wait until you read the title of the first video I just sent
There
you in
we
your
go.
chat.
Oh
in our
god.
chat. Wait until you see it.
You always send me interesting
Wait until you
videos
read
too.
the name, I swear. And it's so good.
Okay.
Um,
All right. How much? Wait, do we have a lot of deep slate? Aside from what
I'm
I've
not
mined,
for
or
sure.
have you found much deep slate or no?
Deep Slate Deep Slate is kind of hard to find because like it's kind of like diamonds. You have to go to you have to go down to like level like 12 and 11 and stuff.
You know, like
If you want
deep.
Deep Slate, just tell me and I will go mine you some.
I mean, I've got
If you
like
want-
3 stacks, I think, of 64 right now, deep slate. That I turned them all into oh god, I have to mine this coal and this copper right now. I have to do it. If I don't do it, I'm going to like come back, so I'll be obsessed. Can hear your game in your audio. It's funny. I love it. Oh god, that's a hole. Didn't realize there's a hole there.
And again. Yes, he fell in a hole.
Cody, can't believe you actually have a song for me falling in a hole. Like
the original version was Simon fell in a hole. I just took Simon's name out and I just put your name in it.
Still.
There's some cobbled deep slate in the miscellaneous chest. Do you want me to put that in your chest?
I'll come up for it. Cause then I can make a house of like the deep slate bricks.
If you want,
because I can talk tonight.
A house like that, I will.
Good God, no. I like stumbling with my words.
If you want to do that, then I will definitely go on ahead and get ready to start collecting you some. Oh yeah, here's the brick that I want to use. I partially want to use. Where you at, by the way? Oh, I see your name tag. I'm coming.
I'm down to mine. No. Hold on.
Here's the deep. There's the cobble right there.
How much we got?
You just picked it up.
Oh, okay. Not much, but it's good. Okay.
I didn't here. This is what I also want to use right here. Turn.
Oh, you're making the terracotta blitz.
I want to use that.
Hey. I mean, I got black bricks. You got red bricks.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I kind of also want to use because in creative mode, whenever I build a house, I always love a brick house.
When does the next update come out? Like the rest?
No, I don't know yet. We don't know yet. It's when Mojang just says, "Here you go." Oh yeah. So the second video I sent you is literally a video based on my town.
Alright, I'm just gonna go downstairs, spinning. Okay, there we go.
Oh yeah, I see what you're talking about. Like when you do like the little hop up the steps every time.
Yeah, like it's all jerky.
Yeah, I know what you're talking. I see it. Yeah.
Alright, let's get some light down here. Let there be light.
So the second video I sent you is actually on my town. It's based on the town I'm from.
Really?
Apparently there's cryptids in my town this whole time, and I've never known it in the 24 years I've lived
I think
here.
like almost every town or every like place, like especially if like you're in a small town, you have some like legend of like a cryptid and potential for the
that I sent you.
supernatural boys to come visit you and with salt and shotguns.
Well, here's the creepiest thing about the town that I'm in. From that video, apparently there's dogmen, there's big Bigfoots. That's all.
Dogmen?
I ain't talking to town about.
What?
Yeah, we apparently have dogmen around here, and we've also have goatmen.
Goatmen, dogmen, what the hell?
Yeah, I've lived here 24 years. I've like
when it comes to cryptids, they just like combine like an animal and man, and just be like, yes, it's the dogman. Next is
the Dogman legend doesn't really. The Dogman story of cryptid all begins with Michigan.
Huh? Funny, that's where I'm from.
Because when it all started out, it was
like
known as
now,
the Michigan Dogman.
I grew up.
And then people keep reporting them all over the place. So basically, the name just Michigan Dogman just kind of faded into myth and legend.
Maybe it was like someone who was drunk and saw a coyote.
No, because see, the way I understand it, the story of the Michigan Dogman takes place back in the 1800s. I want to say, like it's early, it is a long time ago when that story dropped.
So they got drunk and saw a wolf.
I have no clue. I
Were
can't be honest.
there
I couldn't tell you.
wolves still in Michigan in the 1800s? I know at least in like the early settler days. So maybe I don't know. I have no idea. I know they're coming. Like they're making a comeback.
Well,
and-
see, the thing about it is most of like those types of legends actually come from Native Americans.
Oh yeah, like the what, skinwalkers or the
Because see, like
the Wendigo.
I finally learned the true origins of the Wendigo itself. It took me forever because of basically like what pop culture has done to it, and but I finally found the true origins that he was back in the Native American days when giants used to run the land, and there was the god of death, which was what in the living. There's a spider. There's a skeleton sitting on a spider.
Got some lapis down here.
Oh, cool. Yeah, definitely gather that because that's important.
I love I get experience for
Yeah.
gathering lapis. It's awesome.
Yeah, you do that the same thing with but you gotta be careful because like again, that's something you need a crafting table for because like if you get into a vein of it, it will clog your inventory up so fast.
Oh, I've got enough wood to make a crafting table down here if I need. So I can always like be like
Oh.
crafting table, come to me. Probably not that dramatic, but still, I would do something like this.
Yeah.
I want to try
Yeah,
to make
I think-
candles. That's kind of cool. We can actually make candles now in the game. It's like
Oh, cool. So did you ever figure out what we needed to do that?
wax and string, or beeswax and string.
Well,
Basically,
there's plenty. I got some string.
so you just need to basically get take down a beehive, essentially get wax.
Okay.
So like get stuff for a campfire and then go find a beehive.
What do you need for a campfire?
I don't know. Hold on, let me look.
I'm googling it.
Or I can just make a crafting table down here and we can just do that. That might work too. Hold on.
I've already got Google up, so I'll just go ahead and put more work.
No,
in.
you can't do it. We need a crafting table down here anyway, so might as well. Might as well. Gonna help me out.
3 sticks, 3 blocks of wood, and a piece of charcoal.
Oh, that's
Done.
easy enough. Now,
Yeah, we got everything at the house.
now you just gotta find a beehive.
I'm already out in the world. Oh, I'm already out, so I'm starting looking right now.
Find the beehive and it shall be made clear. I don't know. I'm making shit up. So, fine.
Yeah.
Yep. So, take this one out.
I'm also going to try to. I've also been trying to find dark oak. I've been trying to find dark oak for like forever.
Gonna find what?
Dark oak.
Dark oak. Okay, I'm like, what the hell were you saying? I didn't know what you were saying. Oh, cool, more deep slate and coal. Ooh, coal. Coal. Yeah.
Have you seen a block of coal before?
Yeah, you showed me.
Yeah, blocks of coal is. That's also a big.
Cause like, oh, hold on. What was that? What'd you do?
What?
What?
Oh, I almost cause I ran right past the creeper and it about blew me up.
Look at, don't blow yourself up. If I see a message on my screen that says Cody blew himself up with a creeper.
What are you gonna do? You don't get to say nothing to me. You got more
do you
between
mean
us than I do.
What do you mean I don't get to say nothing to you? What are you talking about?
You
Half
got more
the
than
time
both of us combined.
Half the time it's because you're trying to kill me. Like all the time.
And then I turned out to keep inventory sheet so we can have fun that way.
It's still a pain in the butt. What are you talking about?
Nah.
Oh, I need to get more light here. Hold on. I'll put torches on this thing. Boop. Torch. Torch there.
Is there a new variety of a torch? I know there's the soul torch. Is there a new variety of torches in this update as well? I could have sworn I saw some of that in the past that's like candles.
I didn't see it. I didn't see anything.
I mean, I could have read that wrong. I know I saw where it said you can make candles and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a new variety of torch. You can make candles though, which is kind of like a new torch. A source of light at least. So.
I how much light it's going to give off. Oh, dude, I was when I was laying down some iron ore to bust out the iron earlier, because I got like a little spot outside the house that I do it in. The base drop of ambient horror that happened, it literally made me jump.
Speaking of which, you haven't come across the new baddie in this. What is it?
They did not implement him in this one.
Okay.
I literally went into a depression stage for like 5 minutes because he was not implemented. I was so sad. I've been waiting for him.
I was playing with my niece, and she was asking me about it, and I was like, I've not come across him either. So was it like the warden? I think is what it is.
Yeah, the warden.
Like I was expecting to find him by now.
He was not implemented yet.
I mean, we've got like existing mind structures, so I'm like, well.
Well, see, the thing is, he's not meant for those. His lore has already been wrote. His lore has already been wrote out. He's kind of not meant for like the mind shafts. He's meant for something bigger.
Something bigger. What's bigger than a mine shaft?
Basically, like when you go to when you go to the end.
The end of everything.
Or you go to fight the dragon.
Yeah, I know.
That's where that's more than likely where we'll probably encounter. We'll probably encounter it. But like the introduction video that I've seen, because like I've seen some stuff.
You've seen some stuff.
Because like the first time they introduced him in the video, the when I discovered the warden, it was nowhere near. It was nowhere near that.
So much deep slate. Love it.
I got the wrong wood.
So apparently, if you dig straight down to bedrock, you find deep slate.
Huh. Didn't know that. Then again, general rule of the Minecraft. There we go. We have a campfire.
You know what they say about rules, Cody? They're meant to be broken.
Well, let's just say the first time I played Minecraft, I broke that. I broke the dig straight down rule. I have us a campfire, so I'm gonna go out real quick and try to find a beehive.
You do that. I just got a block. I have no idea what it is. Oh, that's tough. Okay, never mind. That's the tough.
Here's a neat way to find tough. It makes like a weird squishy sound.
Yeah, I noticed. It's almost like gravel, but I don't know if it's as useless as gravel.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Is that it kind of sounds like you're stepping on gravel, but it ain't gravel. It's like something softer. It's kind of like you're stepping on Play-Doh.
Well, okay, Play-Doh is quite soft. Play-Doh would not support your weight whatsoever.
I know, but I mean, like the sound that it would make.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
You know,
like the sound of stepping on it's kind of like squish of Play-Doh kind of thing.
I can't believe it's already 9:30, but then again, we had to start kind of late.
Well, we didn't start till like almost 9 anyway, because you're trying to get things figured out. So.
And yeah, you were too. So yeah.
I mean, I was already set. You're the one I was waiting on.
Oh well.
Iron. Oh, is my inventory already full? What the hell? Hold on.
That's what I told you to have a crafting table, because like once you get that coal and lapis and stuff, that stuff clogs it up.
Okay, gunpowder bucket.
Oh, bring me that gunpowder. I do need that.
You need gunpowder. What do you need gunpowder for?
So I can make some TNT.
You can make fireworks too.
I'm gonna try that later, and I need some TNT because I'm gonna start doing like some massive like mining operations and stuff.
Alright, hold on.
Okay, that was weird. We just went through a night without phantoms.
Oh, is that more redstone? It is more redstone. Yeah. Redstone.
I only feel like redstone for like the color block it can make.
I mean, you could do that. There's a lot of stuff you can do with redstone though. Especially like if you
I
have.
mean, I know, like, I mean, I watched a Mr. Beast video where Chris he actually made a TNT trap with redstone, and my gosh, that was the funniest thing I ever seen. Because like he like rigged it. Next thing you know, he never like he played off like he ain't doing nothing. He's just sprinkling like he said, I was just sprinkling dust on the road. I'm just being nice, making it all pretty. Next thing you know, he dropped that torch and it lit up. Next thing you know, someone's base just goes. He's like, yeah, my trap worked. I'm like, wow. I was like, as long as I was creative,
You probably shouldn't set a TNT trap at your base unless you want to blow it
Oh
up.
no, he was at someone else's. He was at someone else's base. He was competing. He was competing. They was competing for $10,000.
So he's basically like getting rid of their base, be like, haha, set a trap.
Well, yeah, because he wants to win.
Okay, what do I do here?
I don't blame him. Yeah, I tell you, that's the one channel I do like. I am glad I do follow is Mr. Beast. Some of the most kind things he's ever done. Like
hold on, I'll go back here. I can make a chest and store some.
Like he done like a thing for like a school teacher in a Walmart. He's like, he's like, we're gonna give you 5 minutes. 16 times back. He goes, we're gonna give you. He just keep resetting the clock because like Walmart's a big place, and like they bought and like his crew goes out and they like buy some game consoles and like school supplies to help the teacher out and everything. And she thought that was good enough. Next thing you know, Jimmy was like, all of them just like everyone in that little group. They's like, Jimmy's gonna do something big. He's gonna do something big. Next thing you know, he brings out a big old suitcase and he opens it up and gives the teacher 10 grand. I'm just like,
the buckets. Tough. Okay, that'd be good. That'd be good. Get this iron here real quick. So much of it.
I mean, I had to take 2 showers today. I had to cut grass. I actually was up at 8. I was up at 8 o'clock this morning to
yeah.
I had to get up early to I had to beat the heat.
I was cutting grass this morning too.
Well, how hot did it get for you today?
I didn't pay attention. Because afterwards I was
it was 90. It was 96 for me.
I mean, it was already getting pretty warm, and I finished up probably about 11. So it was still getting hotter.
I had to quit by 10. I was just a little after 10. I had to quit because it was getting dangerous hot.
Yeah, I was already sweating like crazy by the time I was done. So it's like, yeah, I don't think it was quite as hot as it was where you were, but it was still pretty warm.
Well, see, my problem is right where I live, there's nothing to block it out. It's just once that's it's just there. It's just like, yep, you are stuck with the heat.
More iron. Grab this. There's a whole vein of iron down here at Bedrock. You're either eating or brushing your teeth. I'm not sure. Probably eating. If I had to guess.
Yeah, brushing teeth in Minecraft. The next
Listen, could be the next update. You never know.
If that is ever an update in this game, I will quit gaming.
I would laugh. New update of Minecraft. Now you can brush your teeth.
Yeah, that's what Steve and Alexa need is teeth.
Also in news, hordes of Minecraft players suddenly quit.
Yeah, it was the goading game. And then we showed you how to kill it. You want to know how to kill a game? Look at Activision or EA.
Well, EA is all the microtransactions. Latest one though is
when you watch the video I see on EA.
Activision and Blizzard are the latest ones, and they're in a heap of hot water.
Well, they're basically the same company, ain't they?
Well, yeah, it's the same company. Basically,
okay. I was making sure. I was wanting to make sure I'm not crazy.
The ones behind World of Warcraft and all that. So.
I knew Blizzard. I knew Blizzard was behind World of Warcraft because that was like their major IP for like 12 to 20 years or something like that.
Yeah, it still is really one of the biggest. Like, cause that they not only keep having like the main WoW game, but they also have all the expansions for it too. So it's like, okay, you've got main WoW, you've got all the the expansions for WoW, and they have WoW
See, the thing
Classic.
is, I've never
and it's
played.
like,
See, here's my problem. I've never in my
oh, it's over
life
here.
never played an MMO before, so I didn't
Hold
know.
on. Where's my upward area? Where's my way up? I lost it. Hold on. I'll find it. That was right here somewhere. Or I could be mistaken. Maybe I like mined it. Who knows? Okay. I find the upward hole. Oh, here it is. I think. I did kind of mine it, didn't I? Hold on. Whoops. Okay.
My buddy, he told me, he said, "Man, why ain't you got your butt on Warzone playing with me?" I said, "Warzone." I was like, "Dude, I'm not playing a game full of hackers and bots." I said, plus I watch it a lot on Twitch. I'm like, I'm done with Warzone. I was like, the only thing I was like, Warzone keeps adding useless updates. Like, look everyone, we brought an 80s action star Rambo and John McCain from Die Hard. I was like, is anyone happy? No one cares. It's like, let Warzone let its glory days die gone, stay dead, and quit trying to update it, or
Oh.
actually get rid of the cheaters and actually make a meaningful update. And quit putting a skin on characters. Like, give us something meaningful, a new map or something. And I've never played Warzone, and I never played Warzone, and I raid started than most raid Warzone players.
Jumping out.
And I'm talking about the people whose content careers that came out of nowhere started with Warzone. I already started in them, and I've never played a minute of Warzone.
Really?
I've never played it. I don't even have it downloaded. I've never played a minute of it, and I rage started, and I rage harder than every one of those players combined.
I don't play. I don't play any Call of Duty.
That's sad to say.
I never got into it.
What, Warzone?
Oh, any
it's just a matter.
Any of the Call of Duty games, even like some battle royales I'll play, some battle royale shooters. Like I'll play Apex a little bit. I'm not great, Apex, but I'll play it.
Only thing Apex for me, the only reason I tried it is because my buddy, he said, dude, you have to try this battle royale. I said, dude, I hate him. He said, you got to try this. And I said, what is so special about this one? It's gonna be the same thing as everything else. He goes, this is Call of Duty. The way I'll never forget it. He said, this is Destiny and Call of Duty had a baby. I was like, what?
I guess it's kind of accurate. I don't know. That's an interesting way to describe it, but.
Wait, no. I take it back. He said He said Fortnite and Call of Duty had a baby. I was like, what? And then I tried to say, okay, it has this bed. It's got the color customization of Fortnite, and then the movement control was nothing but it was pure Call of Duty. I was like, okay, I can see that. And here's the saddest part. When I played it, because I played it when Apex dropped, the only champion I liked was what's that interdimensional character's name? Wraith?
Yeah, Wraith.
She's the only one I ever played whenever I played it.
I like playing as her. She can be useful.
I'll tell you another thing I wish they'd do was they would bring back the solo mode, because like when they dropped it, I jumped back into Apex when they dropped the solo mode. If they would bring that back, I would jump back into Apex.
Oh, the solo. Okay, well you technically can still play solo. You just playing it. You're typically playing against teams still, but you still can play solo. Because I'll do it sometimes too when I have no one to play with. Because I'd rather play by myself than with random people. Hold on,
I actually played with a random team one time, and we did no communication, and we came into top 3.
Audio. Nice.
Yeah, we was literally shocked. We was literally in the chats after. I was like, how? I was like, what? I was like, we did not do. I was like, we didn't talk once. And I said, how in the world did we come to the top 3? And one person
Nope.
said, "Guess we just got good." I was like, so calm. I was like, "Old school, so calm and Ghost Recon all
Good,
day."
lucky. I mean, something.
Yeah, because when it comes to me playing like battle royales, I die so fast. Back in my college days, I did play like a little bit like the Fortnite, but it was like super early on before my hate for it developed. And it's because one of my buddies, he told me, he said, "Man, you gotta jump in and play with me sometime." Well,
Boop.
he would never communicate with me, so I was just jumping to like a solo game here and there.
Yeah.
Well, somehow or another, we actually got put into the same game, and we didn't know it. Now, here's just how I know what happened. Because he got into like we got to this gas station, and I got into a quick, I ended up killing someone just by pure luck. Well, he was in a firefight with two people, and he kills them both. And I didn't know it was him, and I pulled out a sniper rifle, and I got a quick headshot on him. When I
Nice.
seen who it was I killed, I was like, "Oh no, he's going to murder me tomorrow." So I go to class the next day. He shows up, and then he looks at me. He goes, "I hate you so much." All I could do is just put a big grin on my face and just laugh.
That's funny.
My buddy goes,
What
he
is
said, "What you
this?
hate him for?" I said, "I had shot him last night Fortnite without
Oh,
realizing it."
You can make polished deep slate too. That's awesome. Anyway,
What does the polished version of it look like? I didn't know that.
I mean, it's basically just like the same kind of color, but it has like that same kind of like outlined look as the polished granite and the polished andesite. Whereas like it's like paler, the texture's paler, so it looks like it's not rough essentially.
I found another village. I'm kind of trying to raid it and trying not to get killed by
Hold
mobs.
on.
Yeah, I just don't care for games like that. I just don't. I'm more of like games like either like this or something simple.
There we go. I made one to see what it looks like. Boop. There we go.
Try this out, try that out. Okay.
And let's see here. Yeah, I need to work on this, but need lava. Okay. And I'll put it out here.
Oh, give me that clay.
I need there.
Yeah, so like I've just never been like a battle royale kind of guy. Like
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Like one of my buddies,
one
one of my buddies at church, he asked me, he
Oh.
said, "You play like Fortnite stuff?" I was like, "No." I was like, "I'm not a battle royale kind of guy." I'm not even hardly like a shooter guy anymore. I was like, if I play a shooter now, I was like, more than likely playing Ratchet and Clank or something like that.
So you're talking
I
about
won't put.
you're talking about Phantoms earlier, about them not seeing any.
Are they actually out now?
Yeah, I found some. They
Well, see,
smacked
I'm
me.
in the middle of the desert, so I just see them clearly.
Oh, there it is. Barely read that. Yeah, they're out. They're out in numbers. No, put that in there.
I don't understand what the point of the Phantom is.
To try to kill you. That's all.
Now, see, I've actually killed some, and they've dropped material.
Yeah. I mean, is it useful?
Are you at the
useful material?
At the house?
Yeah, I'm at the house.
Get in bed real quick.
Hold on. Put this gold in the chest real quick. There you go.
Well, see, I've picked something up, but I don't know if it's the same. If it's worth picking up.
Now, I don't
know if it's.
You're not gonna get lost again, are you?
No, I got a compass.
Okay, good. I'm like, if you get lost again.
No,
Wait.
Don't worry, I've marked the position of the house too many times.
Is the compass gonna point you back to the house or back to your respawn point?
It points you to the world. It points you to world spawn. But see, but this world spawn, our base is basically next to world spawn because it's that village.
Okay. I was gonna say because it's gonna point you there. Oh, we got a creeper outside our house. Senor Creeper. Oh god, no. Damn it.
Well, I'm coming to kill you. I'm coming to kill you.
It's okay, it just blew up a wall.
Yes, and guess what?
What?
That means all the resources is there.
No, like it just blew up the wall. Like nothing else. The wall only. Okay, so.
Oh yeah, I finally get to catch up on Loki on Disney Plus.
You did.
I am excited to see where Loki season 2 goes. There was actually times in that show I actually cried. I didn't think I would actually get into it like as bad as I did.
You cried. Did you cry like a baby? Is that what you're saying?
Believe me, that's a shocker for me because like I don't get attached to characters like that.
Made you big
I gotta
sad.
go back. Well, certain scenes did, but like I gotta go back and try to rewatch WandaVision and try to get into it because like next month is Disney's Marvel's What If, and oh god, am I excited!
Oh yeah, that used to be a
kinda
thing they
curious
would
to
do.
see how that show's go, but at the end of Loki, I kind of see how What If comes into play, which I'm so excited for.
So no, I don't know if they still do it, but I know at one point they used to do this like comic thing with a comic series like called What If, and so they take like a storyline and be like,
is because like that's What If because like where the lady Loki where she stabbed Kang in the end of season 1, he basically said. See, in a bit, and then as the camera pulls out, you see the timeline branch off into every type of direction. Which basically means she created the world's biggest nexus. Basically, like, we're going to be seeing that Ghost Rider in the MCU. We're going to see Punisher in the MCU. We're going to see Armor Wars. We're going to see Secret Invasion. We're going to basically see every weird event that should not have happened. We're going to see it happen.
"Are you sure we're gonna see all of it happen?"
Yeah, because see, like Mobius even hinted at Blade himself, because like he said, we brought in vampires, the Krill, stuff like that, and Blade was a vampire hunter.
Yeah, I know that. I know about Blade.
Or was he a was he a vampire hunter? Or was he a vampire himself? It's been too long since I watched the Blade movies.
He's half vampire.
Okay, it's been way too long since I last watched the Blade movies.
So like he is a vampire, but he's like only half.
See, Mobius told Loki, he's like, we brought vampires in, which in all the phases, there's never been a hint of vampires once. Until right then and there. Oh, they finally did get the voice for Black Panther for the Marvel's DLC War for Wakanda. So guess who plays King T'Challa?
Who's that?
The guy who played Kratos in God of War 2018.
Yeah, he also played in like the Stargate TV show. I know the guy you're talking about.
Really?
Yeah.
What's his name again? I never could learn it.
I know it. I can't think of it.
Like, see, to me, it's like once I seen that, when I seen it was confirmed, I was like, oh my. I was like, yes, they got us somebody good. I was like, maybe this expansion won't be as bad. I'll tell you another show I'm kind of curious about. I can't wait to see Miss Marvel's show.
There you go.
I can't wait to see her show, honestly. But I didn't think I would ever care. The only thing about Miss Marvel
Which do I have already?
is that she got a lot of hate. But I mean, like I kind of understand where people were coming from when her origins was dropped, like onto her laps of like who she is. I kind of understand why she got some of the hate she did, but at the same time, I don't understand it. At the same time,
Well, I mean,
like you
the
know
the
what
mo-
her origin,
the
you know
the
where
mo-
she's,
you're
you
talking
know where her origin.
you're talking the movie
I'm not.
itself.
I'm not talking about Captain Marvel neither. I'm talking about Miss Marvel.
Oh, from the game.
No, her origin in general, like comic book wise.
But I know, but I'm talking about like she was like she's in
Yes,
the
that
game.
Miss
She's like,
Marvel. Yes, that
yeah,
one. Yes, that Miss Marvel.
because Captain Marvel at one point was Miss Marvel because there was a
Well, no.
yeah, because at one point Captain Marvel was actually a guy, and then Miss Marvel was like a female with similar powers, and then things changed up over the years, and she became Captain Marvel, and then there's been other Miss Marvels, and yeah, so it's a lot of confusing where titles have switched hands and people have used similar titles, so yeah, it's best not to really
I'll go down that rabbit
quest
hole. I
go
just
down
know,
that rabbit
I
hole.
just know
Yeah,
Captain Marvel is female, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a rabbit hole.
Yeah,
That's
the
all.
reason the reason Miss Marvel got
Hold on.
so much hate is simply due to the fact she's from Afghanistan, and those reasons she's basically from Pakistan.
Why would
That's the only reason she got so much hate.
like why? That's the biggest question. Is like it makes no sense.
Because we've been at war over for so long, they basically think like she's going to come in and like ruin like comics and stuff.
Oh, psh,
But like when
that's
they
people being
basically
dumb.
dropped, it's like basically like when they brought her into the game, like when they sent the story around her, I was actually curious. I was like, I have no problem with who she is. I have no problem like, where her life story begins. I was like, look at Clint Barton, aka Hawkeye. When he started out, he was a supervillain. I didn't know that.
Little Hawkeye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know that for the longest time.
A lot of people said
Not
that
until
as
like
like
the cartoon shows came out, and then
villains.
his origin story came, and then like when the Avengers got kidnapped, and it was up to him to save them, and then like
even
when
Wolverine
he tried to walk
was.
away and Cap asked him, and then Hawkeye basically explained to him what happened,
Yeah.
and then next thing you know, it was like I was like, what? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. Well,
And then
Wolverine too. He was a villain when he was first introduced.
who Wolverine?
Wolverine, yeah.
Wolverine was just a monster.
Well, oh, he wasn't a monster. He was a villain. Like he had his yellow suit and everything, and his
Oh yeah,
claws. But he,
oh yeah, apparently they. Well yeah, apparently they're teasing Hugh Jackman to come back to do Apparently they're trying to tease Hugh Jackman Wolverine versus
Weird.
Chris Evans Captain America in an MCU fight. I don't know if that'll happen because as far as I understand, Chris Evans said he was done with the Captain America role.
I'll do it right now. Okay.
But if Anthony Mackie is willing to like step aside and like let Chris Evans be Capped again, that could happen. But it ultimately, I don't think it'll ever happen. Plus, I don't think Hugh Jackman is up for it neither, because like he played didn't he play Wolverine for like 17 years or 18 years or
I mean,
something
it was
like
like the first 3 X-Men movies
He's
plus
the
several spin-offs.
because I know Hugh Jackman is the only character who played Wolverine all the way up to Logan, and he never changed.
Let's see,
He would never let someone else play Wolverine.
I mean, like I said, it was a long time because you had the first 3 X-Men movies, and then after that,
long.
it was the like
Origin.
his origin story. Then it was when he was facing the Silver Samurai, and then
the Wolverine itself. That was that one.
Well,
And then
well, no,
there was Days of Futures
yeah.
Past.
Yeah, and that was the one where
Yeah,
he worked in that one
right
too.
here.
So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4,
He
5,
basically
6.
played him for even in the cameo.
And then
like Days of Futures Past.
Logan, the Old Man Logan one. So that was like
God,
that was like
movie made me
7.
cry.
That was like 7 movies he played Wolverine in. And it's by
Don't
far
forget,
not a record.
Don't forget X-Men Days, Futures of Past, because like
I'm counting that one too.
Wolverine was in that one as well. He was a cameo.
Yeah, I'm counting that one too.
That was also my
Well,
favorite interaction of Wolverine.
Days of Future
Hello
Past,
there, my
he
name
was
is
more than a
Charles Xavier.
cameo. Now he was a cameo in the X-Men reboot.
Which one was that one?
That was like the one where it has like Professor Xavier and Magneto like working together to recruit mutants first. And
Oh yeah, X-Men First Class.
yeah, that's what it was. X-Men First Class. So he was a cameo in that one, but yeah, I wouldn't count it as like a role. One? Yeah, but no, Days.
I've watched that movie a million times. I never seen him.
Days, he go up to him in a bar and he basically like he blows him off.
That's Days of Future. Oh yeah,
no, Days of Future Past. He plays a main role. He's actually the only one who can go back in time and survive.
It's been look, Fox on those movies and Fox butchered them. I'm sorry.
Well, Fox.
Maybe with Disney on it, we might get a decent X-Men movie, but I'm not. My hope for a good X-Men movie is not coming. Is not staying strong too long. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say.
I put it all the way. Okay. See, the thing is, like, Disney now owns Fox, so it's like we don't have to worry about it.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe now we might get a decent X-Men movie, but I'm not seeing hope for it.
Maybe.
I mean, they're even teasing. I mean, Disney's even in this current phase that we're in with like Loki and all these shows. They've already teased a Fantastic Four reboot as well.
Now that'll be interesting because.
That's what I'm saying, because they've been some bad. There's been 3 terrible movies. Like the Fantastic. If you know, this is not a joke. I actually went to a store and it literally had its name on it, and it said, "Please take it." That was not a joke. Wrong. That was a real thing.
So there's actually, like, the one that had like Jessica Biel. The first one was okay. It wasn't like the best one, but it wasn't.
Oh, like the very first, awful. Like the very first Fantastic Four movie.
I mean, it wouldn't be technically the first one, but it's the first one at least any of us would remember.
Edition. Let's just say that, like the MCU edition.
Yeah, basically. That one wasn't awful. It wasn't great, but it wasn't awful. And then Silver Surfer.
Chris Evans played was that the one Chris Evans played the Human Torch?
Yes, before he was Captain America.
I owned that as a kid.
Now, the one after that was
that's the Silver Surfer. Because that's when Galactus was introduced to the MCU.
That was
like pre-MCU days.
They always like butcher Doctor Doom's origin though, because they try to make him make more of a reason for him to be a villain for them, and it's like, look, he's just a guy who's trying to.
There's actually
trouble.
An episode in the cartoons. There's actually an episode where Doctor Doom actually controlled the world, and under his rule as dictator of the world. The world was actually in a much better state.
I know as an
it was actually kind of crazy. He ended wars. He ended every war that was going on. He ended every war. He ended poverty. He ended hunger. He ended every major issue. He ended it with a snap.
Oops.
It's kind of weird in a way. I kind of like Dr. Doom because like in the end he's like. Because like when you see him like protect his little like village and stuff, like if someone comes to him and tells him they're in trouble and they need help, he goes out of his way to help them. His little village. I'm like, Dr. Doom in a way is kind of like in a way he's kind of like one of the best supervillains I've ever kind of experienced.
Well, now I know there was a comic series where they basically was like. Had like the main universe had like collapsed and a new one was created where Doctor Doom was in charge, but it's like
the
thing is like
he did because
even
like,
if
the only person
even if he did like end all that, like at what cost basically would be the question. Because like you end all that, but
see, the thing about it was the way that happened is he built a time machine and he stopped the Avengers from being formed. Like he goes back to like Tony Stark's days, like right before the bomb destroyed put the shrapnel into the chest. And when it goes off, Doom steps right in front of it, basically like taking the shards to his back.
So essentially,
Iron Man was never brought into the cave. He goes back to Bruce Banner's days, and when Hulk, he basically shoves Hulk down as well and takes the gamma radiation shot.
Essentially, stops each one of them from becoming who they were
Basically,
and
he
getting their
stops
powers.
like Iron Man.
So,
But the only one he couldn't stop was Thor, and that's basically how
well,
he destroys that universe and brings back basically the way the world is.
well, you can't stop Thor unless you stop him from being born. But you have to go like way back in time, farther than.
And basically, nobody
willing
knows
to.
how old Thor is. Not even Thor
Exactly.
himself can say. He
Well-
just says, "I'm a millennial."
So basically, the cost was he took over the world. He removed any opposition and took over the world. And that
But
was
at
it.
the same time, he also freed the world. Like, he ended the world issues. By the way, it's after 10. I hope you realize that.
Is it? Oh, it's like 2 minutes
Yeah.
after. So
Well, like I'm saying.
it's like
Oh,
just
we can
barely after.
continue this conversation just a couple of minutes.
But-
But like, yeah, like he ended like most of the major issues all
Oh,
because
yeah,
he wanted it, all because like even and like as like just because the world is run by me, he's like I'm not going to let issues like that continue to happen. And I'm like, I can get behind Doctor Doom. Like, he just tries to, he's like, in a way, he tries to help people, but he just wants to like, be recognized as he's the one that ended the issue. Like, fine by me. I don't care one bit.
So
Then
he,
you have Thanos, like,
he
with
wants the glory.
Infinity Gauntlet. Like, basically, that's the only reason he's the way he is. Like, in a way, he generally wants to help the world, but he wants the glory.
movie Thanos is
I don't care. I don't care. Like, one bit, like, take it all. I don't care.
movie Thanos
I
is
would
far
literally be the world's
different.
laziest superhero. But go ahead. I don't care.
Movie Thanos is
Like, if I was super,
Cody, calm down. Let me talk for a minute here. Yeah. But movie Thanos is actually different than comic Thanos, because comic Thanos just wants death for the sake of death. Because like he worships and is in love with Lady Death, so he's basically trying to.
You know that one, don't you?
What was that?
I said you kind of know that one, don't you? The
What?
Thanos death relationship.
Oh yeah, and Thanos death Deadpool, because that's a whole dynamic as well.
I understand. I'm like, yeah, I kind of know where that one's going. Like, but like you understand, to Thanos' death is his mistress, right?
Well,
Like
yeah,
she tells him what to do, and he does it for her.
basically as long as he kills people and gives her souls, that's what she wants.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you ever played the game Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite,
Not played that Marvel vs. Capcom.
if you actually look up like the scenes from the game, there's actually a scene where Thanos walks out of the death and he says, "What is your bidding, my mistress?" And she tells him she wants souls.
Yeah.
And that basically ties to the comic book version of that relationship. And every time I hear that scene, I'm like, oh, it's so cringy.
Well,
Um,
definitely want people. They want people dead, and she wants their souls because she's death. I mean,
well,
he does it
also-
to basically like get her attention, but he
No,
never
it's to
never
please
really
her.
does. Well, yeah, to get her attention.
She has his attention. It's just to please her.
No, to get her attention, not yeah. She has his attention, but he wants her attention, and even the whole
they got the attention.
the whole Infinity Saga in the comics was basically him just causing a bunch of death because he wanted to please her, and but he ends up actually pissing her off more than anything.
Yeah, because she has too many souls. He can't feed on them.
It wasn't so much
Fast enough.
that. It was just that he was essentially taking over the universe and enslaving even her. So he became so powerful that he even gained control over her, and she didn't like it. She saw it more as him like forcing control over her, or forcing her affection as opposed to earning it.
Yeah, let me tell you another crazy one. Have you seen the trailers to the new Free Guy movie?
Can't say I have, no. I've not
That
seen
is
it.
going to be one of the stupidest, funniest movies in the world right there.
Stupidest, funniest. That
Ryan
sounds
Reynolds.
interesting.
Ryan Reynolds knows how to make.
Oh, that
Ryan
yeah,
Reynolds
that movie.
can
Okay, I seen it.
Have you seen the trailer where they're like in the warehouse and the woman in his glass says, "Is that a Glock in your pants?" And he goes, "No," and she's like, what? He goes, it's two Glocks. And then she pulls out two, and she starts dual wielding.
Jeez.
Like, they hinted that, they hinted that one real simple.
I mean, he's known for those kind of roles. He's known for that. Like he was like the perfect person to play Deadpool, and actually do it correctly the second time.
Ryan Reynolds was the only good part of the crappy Wolverine origin movie. I'm sorry, but he was the only good part of it.
Besides
him and Hugh Jackman, that was the only good part.
He was only a good part of it for like the first part he was in, but then he was simultaneously the worst part of that movie as well.
When they actually sew his mouth shut.
Well, they make him like they call him like the Weapon X or something like that. The
ultimate weapon.
Yeah. It's like, you kind of ruined Deadpool at that point, so.
Well, that was all. The thing is, that really wasn't the Deadpool. So basically, Ryan Reynolds is like, I'm going to show you. There's like, and you know what? And you know what? It really inspired the. You know what made the Deadpool movie so successful?
What's that?
When Ryan Reynolds done it, he literally actually went all over the world. Every place that had Marvel comics, he would go and he'd say, I need every Deadpool comic you got.
Yeah, he was trying to actually play the character.
And next thing you know, he would start reading them, and then and he would basically become the Mark with a mouth. It's so funny because whenever they got done taping the first movie, someone asked him. He said, he basically, because someone actually seen him walking out in public with it, and he asked, how much did he pay the company to let him have the suit? He said, oh no, I didn't pay nobody, I just stole it. I was like, I'm just a classic Merc with a mouth, and just walked off. I'm just like, yep. I was like, if you ever tell me someone else is born playing Deadpool, I will tell you, you are a liar. I was like, nobody, and I mean nobody, will ever replace Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool.
It'd be really hard to replace him as that, because can't really see anyone doing the same job.
Like for me, when it came down to at the end of Avengers Endgame, when Cap gave his shield away to Sam and Bucky, I was like, okay, who's picking up the mantle? Is it Sam or is it Bucky? I was like, whoever it is has to play this role very, very carefully. And when Bucky handed the shield over to Sam, I was like, okay. I was like, Anthony Mackie had better perform at a new high level. And when the Falcon and Winter Soldier show came out, wow, because he blew the Captain America role away. It set a new standard. In my opinion, he set a high new standard of how good of a Captain America role was.
Yeah, comic-wise, I mean, Bucky's actually has been Cap before, but it's just
that's what I'm saying. That's what they hinted at. That's what they hinted at the end of Endgame. Was like, who is the new Captain America? Is it Sam or was it going to be Bucky?
Yeah.
And now I was actually curious about that, why Bucky handed over, and in the show he actually explains. He said I'm still messed up in the head. And he says, I'm not worthy enough to handle this shit. He said, I'm passing it on to someone I could trust. Because at the end of the day, now they have teased I can't wait to see what the fourth Captain America movie is going to be, because Anthony Mackie is signed on, I think, for a 3-movie deal. I know Captain America 4 will be his first official Captain America movie, which will be Captain America 4. And Bucky, Sebastian Stan, is also coming back. Because he ended up renewing his contract as well.
Well, I mean, it's a lucrative career. I mean, if you can keep getting that same role and they still want you, why not?
Well, here's the thing. Money. Like Chris Evans, he signed only a 3-movie deal, and look how many movies he ended up doing. First Avenger, The Winter Soldier, Civil War, The Avengers, Age of Ultron, Infinity War, Endgame. How many is that? 6 or is that 7?
Oh yeah, it's good. I mean, it's a good number of movies, so it's like, yeah.
Yeah, and then like look at Robert Downey Jr. He did more screen time than anybody. Iron Man, Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3, Avengers, Age of Ultron, Spider-Man Homecoming, Infinity War, Endgame. Now, however, they have teased that Robert Downey Jr. might come back one more time as Iron Man in the MCU.
Interesting.
Yes, I know, because at the end of the Endgame, we watched him die with the snap. Now, Now, I don't know what they're going to do. Some have said they're going to tease like a zombie version of him coming back. They're going to say like a older future version of him is going to be pulled out of the What If series and is going to be dragging him down to where he meets his daughter. That's Ironheart. I don't know what is going to happen here. I won't know until I actually pay close attention to what Jon Favreau and all them do and what the What If series shows me. Because once I watch it, I can basically piece the puzzle together in an instant. That's kind of the saddest part about my brain is I'm able to piece things together too quickly. At the same time, it also helps me because I have to have a timeline in order to understand what I'm getting into.
Well,
Kind of like what
a
I
lot of
asked you
people
about
do.
the Final Fantasy.
A lot of people want like
When I
timeline
asked you about the
stuff.
Final Fantasy 15 movie, I was like, I need that timeline. Where's this movie so I can actually sit down and enjoy it?
It's like, why do you think the Zelda timeline is so messed up? Is because people want timelines. They're like, hey, what timeline is this? Like, when do these games take place after each other instead of just making them all like just standalone games?
Oh yeah, I'm glad you brought that up before we end this call. I finally got to complete Hyrule Warriors 80 while I was on vacation.
Oh, the Age of Calamity. Yeah.
It was not a prequel. It did not take place before Breath of the Wild.
That's what they were saying it's supposed to be. That's why it's Age of Calamity, because it takes place like during
here's the thing.
Calamity.
It was a what if, because here's what happened. Here's how I debunk it. Number one, there was no deaths. If it was the true 100 years, I should have watched Mifa, Ravelli. I should have watched all of them die. I didn't. Right as they were about to meet their dooms, their counterparts from 100 years from Breath of the Wild comes out of nowhere and saves them. And they fight alongside them because, in an instant, as soon as Link shows up, they immediately recognize it. And always talks about how his strength is unbelievable. And another thing is, at the end of the game, when you fight Calamity Ganon himself, you actually watch Link kill him. And then it ends happily. It's like, this is not the true story. If you're gonna pre-debate this as what happened 100 years prior, you better show me the actual pain, the suffering, the death. I want to see it. I don't care how. I don't care if you have to make. I don't care if the first Zelda game is ever rated M. I was like, I drop money on it. I was like, I want to see it. Show me the actual pain. Although the Breath of the Wild 2 trailer that was dropped at E3 this year kind of had me interested and buzzed at the same time.
It's interesting. It'll be unique to see what
the thing is, it's kind of
they do
like
with it.
Some say it's not a coincidence that Skyward Sword has dropped before Breath of the Wild 2.
Oh, from the trailer you can see that they're going for like a sky thing.
Yeah, that was the thing. I didn't quite pick it up at first when I saw it. I was like, what? What does this have to do with Skyward Sword? Is it like, what, we're finally going to see the end of the curse?
That'd be kind of hard for me to imagine, because that basically be like an end of the game series, essentially.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, when people said that, I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what? We're going to finally see the curse finally get broken? We're going to finally see which force will actually stand over Hyrule forever? Will it be the Master Sword and the Heroes of Light? Or will he finally see Ganon get what he wants in total destruction? It's like, You've made a franchise out of this for 35 years.
Well, if it's a direct sequel, it wouldn't have anything to do with Ganon because
Well, the thing
Ganon once
is,
he's defeated. The whole point of the curse is he's reborn when the hero is reborn too. Like they're reborn simultaneously.
see, this is what is supposed. This is from what I've understood. That just a couple of trailers has been drawn, because like the first one that dropped in last year's 2020 it's conference, it shows Link and Zelda immediately going straight towards going into an underground cavern. Then they're traveling, and immediately they walk into a room and immediately see Ganon's like soul being reborn into a physical form already. And it literally like says that the battle to seal the darkness was only like 3 or 4 days ago, and he's already coming back like so fast. I'm like, oh, this is interesting.
That's weird.
Like I said, this is gonna be interesting to see where this takes place, because like there's no way it can be a direct sequel after the first game, but like, because I was gonna say, because between Age of Calamity and Breath of the Wild, that's 100 years. And yes, let's go ahead and call it.
Yeah, let's say it's about time. About time to end our Minecraft session here. So, but it's been fun.
Like I said, yep, and hopefully next time we'll be able to do this on a PlayStation call.
No, I mean, you're doing this way too. Even if we stream it once in a while, this also works. But either way, it's been fun. We'll do this next time, and